I like to ask about the body. I remember I heard you on YouTube saying that the body is only a picture and senses in the mind.
Only a picture?
A picture and senses
and
in
sensations
the mind. And
yes.
sensations in the mind, yeah.
Images and sensations in the mind, yes.
Yeah. So I wonder where does illness, disabilities, gene mutations, where does that come in? I mean, is that something I make in my mind, or what is it? Where does it come in? And is there something I can do about it?
Is there anything to your experience of your body, including pain and illness, if you experience pain and illness, other than the knowing of it? Is there any substance present there in your experience other than knowing?
I understand this, that everything that I experience is something I experience through my senses.
And senses is mind.
Is mind.
Sensing is mind.
Yeah.
But so all you experience is a movement of mind. Yeah?
But still it's very solid, like my body is solid.
Show me the evidence of solidity. Close your eyes a minute. Imagine that you are a newborn child. The only reason for doing so is that a newborn child has no ability to refer to a past or to refer to concepts. A newborn infant can only refer to its current experience, but it does not know what its current experience is. Now, go to the sensation of your hand on the mic, but immediately drop the labels hand and mic, because you, this newborn infant, this field of pure knowing, do not know anything of hand or mic, you just know the current sensation. Now, without referring to memory or to the past, try to describe this sensation to someone that has never had the experience before.
Well, I feel like, something touching. I feel the hardness.
No.
What?
You're referring to, keep your eyes closed, just because it removes the experience of the world and enables you to concentrate. You say, I experience hardness. No, hardness is an interpretation of your experience. What you experience is a sensation.
Yeah.
And that sensation may have a certain intensity to it. And in line with your past experience, you interpret that sensation as hardness or solidity. But I want you to refer to your current experience without referring it to the past. If you were a newborn infant, would you know that the current sensation is hard? It has a certain intensity to it. Let's compare it with another sensation. Imagine that you have a headache. Yeah? And the headache is a little bit more intense than the sensation of your hand on the mic. But it's still a sensation. It's just a sensation that is more intense than the hand on the mic, yes? Now try to imagine feeling this headache. So now you have two sensations, the headache and the hand on the mic. Would you describe the headache as hard or solid? Now go back and forth in your imagination between the headache and the hand on the mic. What is the difference between them apart from a degree of intensity?
The difference is that one is up here and the other one is here.
Close your eyes. Mm-hmm. The newborn infant, you say one is up here and one of them is over there. What knowledge does the newborn infant, with its eyes closed, have of over there or up here? Is not its experience taking place at the same place?
So there's really no difference.
But you tell me, are these two experiences taking place in the same place or in two different places? In other words, do you actually have any experience of space with your eyes closed and without reference? You can all do this experiment with your eyes closed and without reference to memory. Or is all your experience taking place at a place we call here? In other words, is not all your experience taking place in the same place, which is not a location in space? We have no knowledge of space. Here is where I am, or where consciousness is.
Yeah. I think I get it. I think I do. It's just still very difficult to twist the mind to really get the understanding.
Yes.
Yeah. But I can understand this with, being a small child, not knowing anything, and coming in, and I can get into that feeling.
But there is no difference between a small child's experience and your experience. The only difference is that you interpret your experience through the filter of your past experiences. In other words, you overlay your past onto your current experience, and you seem to experience your current experience through the filter of your past interpretations. The newborn infant doesn't interpret its experience, it just experiences its experience.
So where does that take me to, like illness, disabilities and things like that of the body?
So close your eyes again. Evoke the newborn infant again, only for the only purpose that you're not able to escape from the now into a past. Mm-hmm. You're not able to conceptualize your experience. All you know is your current experience. You can all do this. Now, referring only to your current experience, do you have any knowledge of being ill? Does anyone in this room, referring only to their current experience, have any knowledge of being ill? So, I do not mean to deny at a relative level illness and pain, and I certainly do not mean to suggest that we shouldn't take whatever steps are necessary at a relative level to take care of the body if it is sick or in pain. Of course we should. I'm just giving you this direct access to the highest healing which is the knowledge that what you are now, not what you might become, but that what you are now is always in perfect health.
Okay.
But as I say, please don't think that I am suggesting that one shouldn't take care of the body at a relative level. Of course one should. Nor am I denying the functioning of the body. I'm just upgrading the matter model to a consciousness model.
But why does it come into consciousness? I mean, why does it come into, why do my minds develop?
Because if consciousness wants to know anything other than its own infinite, formless being, it must localize itself in the form of a finite mind, from whose perspective it is able to know finite experience. So the finite mind, that is each of us, is the means by which consciousness actualizes or realizes its infinite potential.
Then we are back to this, why use me?
Well, you and each of us is just one of innumerable localizations which gives consciousness a unique perspective of itself. Just as when Hans dreams that he is Peter in London and John in Paris, and was it Henry in Rome? Each of these three characters, Peter, John, and Henry, enable Hans to know a particular facet of his own mind. One called London, the other called Paris, the third called Rome. Without Peter, John, and Henry's help, Hans cannot know London, Paris, or Rome. It cannot manifest, Hans's mind cannot manifest London, Paris, and Rome within itself without without simultaneously localizing itself as Peter, John, or Henry.